Hello, welcome to Rise Up Tarot. My name is Kate. This is a weekly Taurus reading, weekly reading for Taurus is what I meant to say. And Taurus, I'm doing your reading on Friday, October 11th. I chose Friday because Friday is Venus Day. Happy Venus Day. And Taurus is ruled by Venus, so what better day to do your reading? This is a collective reading, so please take only what resonates, leave the rest for someone else, and use your intuition to help guide you to the messages that are meant for you. If this resonates, or if you like it, or if you find it helpful, any of that good stuff, please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And I think that's my spiel. Thanks for joining me today. All right, I'm starting with some oracle cards to see what the themes of your reading and your week are. And our first card is from the Moonology Oracle. It says wow, a lot of people have gotten this, or a lot of signs. Your commitment is being tested. Full quarter moon. Okay, so you are not the only ones. I want to say Taur babes. I'm Taurus rising, so I'm talking to myself too. Sorry if that's too personal. But that's my favorite Taurus nickname, Taur babes. Anywho, you are not alone. Others' commitment is also being tested this week, apparently. Let's see what the Spellcasting Oracle has for us in terms of themes this week. This is another common theme, healing. Okay, well that kind of makes sense. I feel like sometimes when we need to heal, it can kind of test us a bit. Oh, this is nice. Dreams is on the bottom of the deck. Oh, I forgot to show you. Oh, this is another popular card this week. Wow, so interesting. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Okay. Let's see what else we've got for you, Taurus. I'm going to do a 9-card spread with the Muse Tarot. I will tell you what the cards are as I'm pulling them, and then once I've got them all laid out, I will show you the cards and talk you through their meanings and what messages are here for you for this week. How are you doing, Taurus? How's your week going? Happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. How's eclipse season been treating you? I hope everything's going well for you right now, Taurus. All right, let's see what we've got for you for this week. All right, Page of Wands. Another common card. Coming out a lot this week. 4 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 2 4s. 9 of Wands, whoa. Death at the heart of your reading and the World. 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and the Wheel. Nice, I think we've got at least one of every suit and some major arcana. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the 9 of Swords, 9 of Voices in this deck. So you're being encouraged, well, you might be experiencing some kind of worried or anxious thoughts, worried, anxious thinking, waking up in the middle of the night, having a hard time sleeping. If that's the case, you're really being encouraged to try to focus on staying present. You know, worries and anxieties always have us going to the past and the future, things we can't control, right? We can't change the past. We can't control the future. All we have is really now. So I think that's a good reminder when you get the 9 of Swords. All right. As I mentioned, at the heart of your reading, we have the Death card, and nothing to be afraid of with the Death card. The Death just speaks to endings and new beginnings. So something in your life is ending and something else is beginning, as is the case, right? When something ends, something else begins. So this is also about transformation. So you could be going through some big changes. You know, when we're ending things and starting new things, it tends to come with big changes. So that is at the heart of your reading. So maybe that's a big focus for you this week. On either side of the Death card, we've got the Nine of Wands and the World. And interestingly, both of these also really speak to endings in kind of different ways. The World, both the Death card and the World card are major arcana cards. So those are kind of, to quote one of my favorite tarot readers, Gemma from Gemstone Tarot, spiritual big chops. So, you know, it's kind of a big deal when those cards they're kind of, the major arcana speak to kind of life, your life, kind of writ big, writ large, and the minors speak to kind of the day-to-day. So the World is, the Death is something ending, something beginning. The World is really closing out a major cycle in your life, right? So it's kind of that next level of endings and new beginnings. And the Nine of Wands is also speaking to the end of a cycle, because it's the 9 and all the suits end with 10s. And when you get to the 10, you're at the end and you're also at the beginning, which is interesting because a 10 breaks down to a 1. So with the 9, you're not quite done and starting anew, but you are getting close, right? So, and it also speaks to kind of being, you've been through it. You've been through some tough stuff when you get the Nine of Wands. And this card is really encouraging you to hang in there. You're almost done. There might be a little bit left to deal with, to navigate, but you are very close. And yeah, it's time to be resilient, time to be persistent, and just hang in there. You got this. Trust that you're almost at the end here. Okay, above and below our Death card, we've got the Seven of Cups and the Four of Swords. This is interesting. It's Fleet Week, everybody. I feel like that sounded close enough so that I should have seen something, but I couldn't see them. Apologies for any background noise. Okay, where was I? I got the same combination of cards for another sign. I'm not remembering which one right now, but notice how the in the the Four of Swords, or Four of Voices in this deck, she's in a bath. She's got the little rose petals. She's really focused on chilling out, taking a rest, self-care, quieting the mind, and just relaxing so that she can receive the messages, right? Those lights are shining down on her, right? That's like spirit, that's your intuition. That's basically relaxing, quieting the mind, resting, taking a break so that you can actually be quiet enough and still enough to receive intuitive guidance, spiritual guidance, whatever however you see it. Because the Seven of Cups is all about making a choice and the need to make a choice, or maybe feeling like you have too many options and you're struggling to make a choice, right? And so I love how it's kind of like, okay, let this come in so that it can then inform your choices, right? But you've got to rest and quiet the mind and relax. I want to say take a chill pill. I don't know why that came to mind, but so that you can actually hear the guidance that is there and available for you to help you make that choice. All righty. We've also got 10-10 on the timer. We've got the Page of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles really speaks to the need to let go. What it is that you have to let go of, that's up to you, and it really is based on your situation. It could be letting go of control or feeling the need to control, letting go of fear, letting go of anxieties and worries, since we had the Nine of Swords over here, letting go of limiting beliefs, negative thinking, letting go of whatever is stopping you from starting on this new creative path, right? So what these two cards together, I mean, the Page of Wands really speaks to, all the pages speak to starting something new, taking steps in a new direction. And the Page of Wands is taking steps in a new direction that you are passionate about, that you are inspired by, starting a creative project or a creative endeavor. And so these two cards together are saying you need to let go and start moving in the direction of what you're passionate about, and start focusing your attention on this instead of whatever you're holding a little too tightly to. Again, it could be a way of thinking that you're holding too tightly to, or old programming, apply it to whatever your situation is, whatever makes sense to you. All right. Finally, we've got the Three of Cups and the Wheel. So the Wheel speaks to change, right? So change is happening. Things are changing, which is great, right? Because it really confirms what we've been seeing, right? It's the end of you're closing out a cycle, something's ending, new things are beginning, right? Things are changing. The wheel is turning. And where the changes are going to lead to celebration, community, people who are there to support you, and, people that have your back, right? So maybe that wasn't the case in the situation that you were in before, whatever is closing out, right? But this card is showing that things are changing, and you're going to be celebrating these changes, and potentially having people around you who are going to celebrate with you, and who celebrate you and support you and have your back. I love this. Oh, and your commitment is being tested, really. I was just looking at that, and the Nine of Wands. So yeah, so you got to hang in there. Trust that you're almost at the end. Just think of it as kind of a test, and keep going, because a win-win outcome is forecast. Taurus, my Taur babes. Okay, let's see what the Light Seers Tarot has for us. I'm going to just pull 3 more cards to get some final messages before we do a final oracle card to close out this reading. All right, we've got the Devil, El Diablo, which really is speaking to the need to detach. And it's emphasizing that message of letting go of things that are toxic. And that includes toxic thinking, toxic substances, toxic people, just detaching. I mean, just so simple. I know it's not easy. Justice, the need for balance, the need to balance the shadow and the light, the need to integrate the lessons of life, which tend to be the challenges we face, right? We want to learn the lessons from the challenges and integrate those lessons so we can move forward. And the Five of Pentacles. So another thing that it's kind of pointing to in terms of letting go of any kind of feelings of lack and scarcity mentality. She's got the key to the door, right? She doesn't have to be all alone. She can grab that key and open the door, and there's people on the other side. So tap into your support networks. Remember that you're never alone, right? Spirit is always with you, and really focus on how you can move towards your abundance versus what you're lacking. 14:44 on the timer. Finally, know your worth, Skunk Spirit. I love it. Yes. And at the bottom of the deck, take the lead, Stag Spirit. All right, Taurus, that's what I've got for you today and this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. And I hope this was helpful. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.